quorum being present, we are able to start this meeting. The meeting is called to order. Motion is in order to approve the consent agenda. I think everybody knows Tom. Oh, yes, excuse me, we should do that. Tradition, we introduce ourselves to the camera. Starting with Zilpa.
Zilpa Corrections Executive Director.
Tom Schneider.
Amy Trusetter.
John Enright. Herb Coates.
Jerry Brown.
John Carroll.
Tom Gillen.
Linda Dean.
Mike Shanley.
And Terry Hamel. It's nice to see that you all remember well since the last meeting. And we are missing one member who was absent. Okay, consent agenda, motion is in order.
So, back up.
Is there any question about anything? Everybody understand everything? Okay.
Just one question, just on, this just comes from the past, at some point, some receivables, and I don't know if we adopted a formal allowance for voucher accounts.
Are you referring to any particular?
No, just
We are.
procedure.
We are looking to write certain ones off because at some point, particularly when it comes to.
Because I remember before.
Right, and we do. Particularly when it comes to the bonus and the bonus year, we haven't paid the bills in years, and there's no point in denying pay the bills. And majority are those types. You see the names associated with it. We have one with Keel Marine. We have a disagreement. We provide a skid steer for 2,200. They said that we wanted it, so we've been arguing with them.
Because you can do an allowance where you just sort of estimate how many might be, and then you can just ease into it each month.
Yeah. No, I wholeheartedly agree. We have done it last year, and we'll have to do it this year. When our financial person comes back,
Yep.
we'll do that certainly. Let me find out, because the girls work on these grants.
Yes,
Yeah, but his point's well taken.
they're
I mean, they're not large amounts. I mean, you're talking $1,000, $1,200, $800, and then you do more damage by,
right. If you're gonna make loans, some of them don't pay. If you're gonna carry receivables, some of them don't pay. They're a natural part of business. And so sometimes you just monitor them, then you do an actual allowance. Contrast that account for allowance without looking out.
I mean, definitely. These are all small amounts. If you notice, they're all $1,200. Some instances where the cargo was mislabeled, we took extra time, so we charged them, they never billed us, they never acknowledged it, so these are arguments we had for a year, and we had to settle with.
I didn't have any specific issues,
Yeah.
just
There's something
accounting rules.
$5 grand,
Yeah.
I do want to point out, so for the sake of clarity, that it's important to me, if you look at it, we had a tough summer, particularly when it relates to aluminum. Aluminum is down, and it's down because Novelis is hedging the price in the world market. They haven't ordered as much. I made Novelis aware that the inventory is down a bit. That's quite a bit. I mean, it's if you look at Goldman Sachs in particular, it's down also $150,000 to $200,000 from last year. All the three lines are up. They're lead prime. Novelis made this inquiry of over inventory, but now they're running in danger of stopping production, which is even a bigger cost. Which is a big cost they don't want to even. I did talk to people in Atlanta. I moved pretty close to I expect the boat rush to be here probably until November, December. So of course, in the coldest time of the year, we're going to have the most boats. I mean, who's going to be even into Christmas? Now they are aware that they have ordered back up. And the other factor is, I'll be blunt, is we're losing some business to trucking. I talk about it all the time. People think I'm on some stuff, but it's all about the numbers. I mean, trucking right now, with gas prices being depressed, is at all-time low. And believe it or not, they can be competitive, particularly across the bridge. And if some guys willing to take a few dollars less, and a few dollars in somebody else's pocket means a lot of money. And so we have lost some business to trucking, and we have lost some business to rail. One of the things I'm going to discuss with the audit committee and later on, in the new budget, I want to give an incentive, volume incentive, that's a 7 point, because we need volume, right? It's nothing we have done, but as far as the authority of the labor, it's just if the market's finding more economical means of getting to their getting to their
That's all they all do.
right.
Buying. But they get a discount. they make-
But nevertheless, I do want to put your attention that it's particularly Goldman Sachs. And Goldman Sachs called them up and says, yeah, I'm a truck. They use I'm trucking all this stuff. So I'm meeting all these folks in the next couple of weeks, strategists for next year, and to talk about volume incentives, what you need. And where I want to make it fair to everybody. I don't want to pick out a name. But basically, what I'm thinking right now is anything above 50,000 tons, you get a huge discount. For the portion that's over 50,000, right? So this way, make him go for that goal, right? I don't want to pick sides. Where it reaches that threshold, I'm going to go for it. Where I see a bunch of new people to the market, we're seeing it's a thin margin. We're seeing a lot of new names popping up in the aluminum trade. Hopefully, aluminum trade daily on exchange, right? And that's why these people. There's an agreement that we worked on with the World Bank in Singapore, and there's a lot of that piece of aluminum, although it's staying there. There's a lot of transactions behind it, right? There's people trading its ownership. It's moving. It's a commodity. So we're in the commodity business in this really hot, right? And we deal with people in Portugal, people in England, right? And it's for me it's fascinating because it's amazing. It's Portugal and English in particular tend to be very loyalistic. Everything has to be written down. Where some of the Europeans and South Americans are a little bit more rely on the word as much. There is a whole bunch of other new business, and we do have a bunch of salt that just got delivered. There's more salt coming. There's all unanticipated, unplanned things. There's some revenue associated with that. Good news is we're getting the product. Bad news is we're getting the product.
You don't have control.
Yeah, we don't have control of that. Those are probably the biggest standouts that I want to focus on, and I want you to be aware. We do have a, as you know, you approved that $1 million grant. It's making its way, and once that gets reimbursed, you'll see a dramatic change in those numbers.
Especially for the new people, these numbers are the end of last month, so we're always a month behind on maybe significant differences between what it actually is now. Okay, any other questions? All in favor of approving motion 08-30-1601? Aye. Opposed? It's unanimous. Item 2 on the agenda, reports. Is there an administration report?
Yeah, as you all know, we closed the price chopper lot last month. I'm sorry, Hammermill. Price chopper lot, they had an administrative meeting this morning with the EDA. We made a certain offer, and we expect to close relatively quickly. We're not going to store boats in it this year. We anticipate also the boats will be outside. We anticipate a real estate closing transaction probably within 30 days. They have the money, they have to spend it down. They spend a lot of money in engineering. Makes a lot of sense for us. And something in the future, I may want to get together the real estate committee. I think there's other properties that, as I mentioned before, that we need to diversify. We need to concentrate on some of our core assets in the port. One thing I did want to point out, the cement company, Rock, of course, they got bought out by a German outfit, and that's very positive. They have some really large plans in the future. expand the street, or they want to tie a street down to, they have the large facility in Jamesville, and they really want to combine rock and cement, and then we really want to become a power broker, and I think it's going to benefit from it. Some of the preliminary talks we discussed is we're building the entire finger pier and leasing their facility. And as you all, you'll recall that finger pier at one point in time was a staple. Today, I wish nobody took down the green silos, but unfortunately they did. Because I could fill them. But that, from the looks of it, that's going to be rebuilt, and this company's going to be behind it. I think that's very positive. I think, when the foreign entities willing to invest $2 million into the city, I think we should be proud of that. They certainly see the market. The other thing I do want to tell you is I bought a fall protection system for the men. That's something that's been around here for years. It goes all the way back to Johnson days, even before him. And it's used, I had a meeting with the Union Safety Committee, regional spokes, discussed a couple of things, very convincing. They really get it, I really get it. I don't think anybody wants anybody killed here. And we'll do what we have to, we'll pay for it. We anticipate it being here in a couple of weeks. Right now, we're not loading railroad cars. We are just staying put to get a system in place and people trained. That was one of the outstanding items that we have. And that and a couple other safety items which we will discuss in the future, but I think it's money well spent. It's very wise. I just want to give you an update. What else that we talk about? Obviously, everybody saw the inland port story. The inland port story talked about the site. We don't have a comment because we're not finished. I mean, it's out there. It's so far it's been received positively. I mean, we're not finished with our final reports, so we and the state DOT did not say anything.
Did you see the column in the Sunday paper?
Yeah.
The paper the same one or pretty much the same one? Right. Anybody else see the article in Sunday paper? Yeah. We didn't say anything.
Right. I mean, that's definitely one of the sites, but there's 10 of them. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been a long time.
You say we're not loading rail cars?
For the moment, no. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've had some discussion with Purdue. I mean, only load them. We did load a couple when he needs something done, and I use a temporary system, a safety system. I think we can hold for a couple of weeks till we'll get it straightened out. I'd rather. That's how serious I am about it. I mean,
How high above ground are they working?
they work about 30, 40 feet on top of the rail car.
Okay.
So now, this system is going to have a rail that's going to come right over it. It's going to be like 22 feet high. You're going to have a 24-foot trellis system. Conveyor's going to be on top of that. They did it. I mean, they've been doing it for 10 years, but that doesn't excuse it. I mean, and it's just because.
Scary.
Yeah, the way we discussed it, yeah. Not that let's not look for controversy. Let's not look for an accident. I mean, just because we've been loading this far. Yeah, so we're not going to load it for a couple of weeks. We haven't loaded it since frankly since we discovered what we discovered, and then we haven't loaded it. And I talked to Purdue about it. They're not okay with it, but it's rather than having the liability out there. What else we'll discuss? There's a lot of business opportunities. I mean, we're talking to a lot of folks out there. There's a lot of quoting. Spend a lot of time quoting. I mean, I'm quoting everything from beer tanks to container recycling to paper products recycled from Canada. What it looks like is it's going to be a very poor corn season in New York, and it's apparently the drought has really impacted the corn, and it looks like we're going to be importing a lot of corn and exporting a lot of soybeans. soybeans love this type of weather, corn hates it, right? So it's we're trading one for the other, right? Soybean prices are an all-time high, where the corn prices were depressed. Fortunately, the Midwest has a lot of it, right? A lot of that corn. So we've been moving a lot of that around. We're forecasting 4 or 5 ships this year alone.
Corn chips.
Corn ships. And that wasn't in the plans. That wasn't the master plan. It's something, nobody, it's not in the budget. So that's going to be another impact. Impact for financials.
Canadian corn had a good year.
Sorry?
Canadian corn had a good year.
Very good. Apparently, that's been overrained. You know, they missed New York totally. I mean, I learned a lot about corn. It's about knee high. And,
Right, 4th of July.
and it ain't working. You know, there are many farmers that don't understand it, just cut it because corn is very tough on the soil, very tough on its nutrients. It just but soybeans is quite the opposite. Yeah, so you're going to see a lot of soybeans this year. A lot of soybeans this year. The plants out there are doing fantastic.
Soy can grow in anything.
Sure.
Soy grows in anything. Jarry, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and soy is very
Desert.
resistant. I mean, and the products that we are seeing a lot of wheat, very high quality wheat, not
That's just the problem, keeping soy prices up. If they're up, that's good.
So we are quoting a lot. It's a lot of business to come. I hope you all realize just because you quote doesn't guarantee you will get it. So at times, if I seem depressed, maybe because of that, but because I haven't learned that formula yet. But I mean, I'm chasing a lot of business, and I'm hoping I land at least a quarter to 30% of it. That's all I have, sir.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, I have a brief report. We still have missing bios from 3 people for our website.
Only 3 new people.
No, actually, no, actually, it's only 2 new people haven't done it, and we have an older person who has not done it either.
By older you mean
Older too. Anyway, we're 3. We're missing 3. One of whom should have been done a long time ago. 2 who are new, and one could have just recycled an old one.
Yeah. No, it's changed.
Oh, all right. Well, okay, for the better.
Yeah. Some of the convictions.
So if you want to get those in, those of you who can, we'll finish that. I did check yesterday. Everybody is except the 3 are at the end of the list. I got we have a donation to report. This was donated by a family here in town. It's an old grain elevator. I do not know who the artist is. I've got to find it. John something. Something Horn. John C. Something else. Some of you might know. There'll be some people around. This was donated by the family of Clark Morrison III. His daughter-in-law called me, and she has Clark Morrison and his wife both passed away, and so they took through some of the older stuff, and they asked me if I wanted this. So this is from Clark Morrison's family, P. Morrison and Cecily Morrison. He's not doing too well. Anyway, for those who don't know, Clark Morrison III was formerly a publisher at Bell Times. His family was in the business of the Bell Times. And Clark started out in the 50s as a writer. And he did a lot of editorial. He was.
I had a wolf story.
Oh yeah, he had one at the end of the first of the year, phony issue of Bell Times with some crazy story on the front page and they happily threw your hat. So Clark was one of 3 people who were fundamentally responsible responsible for the formation of Port Authority. In the 1950s, it's a long story, I don't have at least time. In the 1950s, the idea of a Port Authority was floated in Oswego by an organization called Operation Oswego, which was only the city. And subsequently, there was a different organization called Operation Oswego County, and the Operation Oswego disappeared. There were three people who were critically involved. One was Hosmer Culkin, he was a famous lawyer, attorney. His father really was a congressman, and Hosmer was quite prominent in the area. He was chairman, I think, of Operation Oswego, and he charged a man named Reverend Hergenhand to investigate and write a paper about what an authority is and to use it to justify forming an authority. The Oswego port had been here since 1654, something like that. And from 1923 to 1955, it was operated by the Harbor and Dock Commission. It was operated by the city. And it fell into some disrepair. City functions. The city is not equipped. Anyway, so Hosmer Culkin charged Hergenhand with justifying and explaining what a port authority is. He wrote a paper in the 50s explaining what a port authority is. And they then began the formation of the Port Authority. Three people: Hart Morrison III, who was a newspaper publisher, editorial writer, and very active in Operation Oswego, and he just filled the newspaper with positive stuff for the Port Authority, about the port, value, blah, 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 blah. And Hart Morrison III, Hosmer Culkin, and Hergenhand, three individuals who put together the idea of the Oswego Authority, or Oswego Port Authority. And it was founded in 1955. Hart Morrison III was one of the three most important individuals. I told Zelko, our building here should have named the Culkin, Morrison, Hergenhand building instead of what it was named. Hart Morrison was the second or third chairman of the board. 1955, it was formed, city function, mayor appointed all the board members, there were 5. In 1960, it became a Port of Oswego Authority with state legislation. Everybody has a copy of that, at least should have. And it increased to 9 people and specified here who those 9 people represent, at least what section of the area they came from. Hergenhand was the first chairman. I think Hosmer Culkin was the second. I think Clark Morrison maybe. So anyway, they were very popular organization, and they started this. So we owe them a debt of gratitude. I think Hart Morrison's picture, photo, when this was built, it was built in 1925, and in the 50s, it was donated for, I think, nominal, by the state to the Port Authority. And I think Hosmer Culkin was the chairman at that time. So when they tore this down in 1998, I believe it was, it hadn't been used in about 10 years, and the numbers it was making zero money last, and then it just went defunct. It was torn down. Dumbest thing that ever happened from our current perspective. We could have that filled with a million bushel grain.
I wish I had.
It was a million bushel grain elevator. It had been used for a few years, and they just blew it up.
Whatever reason, I mean,
Well, that was showing progress. You never get this piece of progress, right? Guess what?
times change.
Times change. Anyway, so we will find a place to put this. I thought it was very nice to accept this. I will send them a letter thanking them for
It's
the
less than $50, right?
It doesn't matter, you're an organization. You're 15. Yeah, that's probably not worth $15. No.
I think he gives us a tough time on that. So
It has nothing to do with the ethics issues of gifts.
Sorry.
Well, that's fine, I like that. The other thing you're all gonna be very excited about, I've spent a lot of time in the last handful of weeks, 2-3 weeks, corresponding with JCO, Joint Commission on Public Ethics. I think all squared around so that everybody's name is appropriately listed on their files. And it wasn't something of a mess. The state decided that they were going to throw back onto the organization the updating and maintaining of the files. So I have a new access code, and now I can go make all those changes. If there are, henceforth, if they are made, it's my fault, not some poor person. So it took me a while to straighten everything all around. I was resistant as much as I could. But sooner or later, I had to do it. So I begged and pleaded with the ladies in the JCO office, and they helped me out. Anyway, it turns out that everybody in the room, except Zelko, Linda, and Michael, all of the board members, have to have, before the end of this year, the JCO training session. For 3 people, actually for 2 people, it'd be 3 people. Tom's never had that. For 3 people, it'd be brand new. Everybody else in the room, we had it in 2013. It has to be redone every 3 years. And so this is 3 years hence. 3 years. And so the last time it was all done was 2013. This is 2016. And it's got to be done before this calendar year is out. So I'm going to schedule this. Since we do not have a board meeting in September, I'm looking at the second or third Monday of September. I think it's maybe September 19th. It's a Monday. Nobody's got to go. Nobody has a meeting at the end of the month. And if it turns, we can do it either the 19th or the week before. And I'll get back to everybody. Everybody's look. I'd go the week earlier.
That would work for me better, the week before.
So I'll contact everybody and find out. We have to have everybody, because I don't want to do this twice. This is a mandatory 2-hour program, 109 slides. All right? Zelko and Bill Schreiber also have to do this, except we went through them. I went through it with them in February. So they don't have to do it again until 3 years from February. Everybody else here is 2013. So everybody's due 2016. So we have to do it at the end of the year. And I learned, I had to go through the training process. They call it train the trainer. And I thought I was going to have to go through this, but all we have another session. It turns out every time I teach a session, it's like I'm self-training. So I get credit. It's just fabulous. So anyway, I'm going to try to do it in September. Between now and our next meeting, it will be the first Monday. All right? Everybody has to do it. There's nothing you can do about it. You're required to do it. You might as well make it as painless as possible. It's actually quite a bit of new stuff in there compared to the 2001. It's not just the same thing. There's quite a bit of additional stuff.
On the 19th, I have a pension and actuary meeting.
Okay.
If you schedule it at the same time, then I can actually go to a less boring. Anything to get me out of the actuarial meeting.
We can do it. I thought I would use the word onerous.
Onerous.
Rather than boring.
Onerous.
Onerous is
You're right.
somehow more professional.
You're right. I couldn't come up with the right word. Onerous is, you're better with the English language.
So,
But you look at it, looking at having been through it, you know, we all take it for granted. There's some really good life examples in there. In fact, some of them we experienced. And it's amazing, you know.
well, I briefly went through some stuff with 3 brand people. I think they're going to get more detail. That's just one segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, every one of those things. Astonishing. So anyway, there'll be mandatory training, and I will get everybody on board. I'll make sure everybody can meet on the 19th. You already know Tom's preference night.
I don't know.
And the, one other thing, there's, Zelco has developed a warm relationship with having an occasional golf tournament.
Yes.
And he said that Patty got a note from the Salvation Army that they don't have a golf tournament. She asked him, that's a good idea. And so he is, you got this
Flyer in there.
flyer.
Yes, thanks.
They have already, you already commented.
Yeah, we thought it was a really good idea to support the Salvation Army. So I'm hoping the ballroom is getting pretty good. So I'm hoping we can get a team. If not, we'll
When is it?
It's Saturday, the 24th.
And it's on the other side of the flyer.
It's the 24th of September. And it's at Battle Island.
Oh,
Now, if we have a plethora of golf, we might have to do 2 teams.
there we go.
You'll have to play, so.
If I'm around, yes, that's my position.
Oh, you're not gonna be around. You know
You are, you're in trouble.
Yeah, right.
This weekend?
I just see old guys, I just went.
So there's a tournament. If anybody wants to play that.
Just let Harry know, and we'll definitely some team. I think it's a great cause. I mean, the people have been doing great, and I know they personally called us, and hopefully we can do a bit better than last time go around. Okay, and so we'll ask around. Harry will survey you all, and then we'll.
If there's anybody who wants to catch,
Yeah, definitely.
we might end up with 2 teams. This is cheaper than something else.
So this is something that we sponsor a number of these community events.
No, for a good cause, F-O-R-E. I caught that.
Make sure you're ready.
Oh, you've seen golf before.
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay.
There's a hidden message.
That's basically all I have in the report.
Nothing for the
Nothing for the
general
general session. Oh, by the way, this is that joint, this is that program. So before, everybody will get a copy of this. We'll have
No spoiler alert.
we'll have a PowerPoint presentation.
We do serve coffee. We do serve
I
coffee.
want to see how it ends.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, it'll be very helpful, actually,
Yeah.
for everybody else. Okay, that constitutes. I don't think I have anything else. If there's anything else, I'll send it to you. Is there any old business that doesn't represent on the agenda? A new business. Executive session. There's a requirement, there's a need to move executive session. I'd like to have a motion to move into executive session for matter of personnel.
So moved.
Second, Mr. Brown. All in favor of moving into executive
Aye.
session? Opposed?
Right, no, I just wanted to clarify.
All right.
No,
So we've had that conversation on camera.
No.
1604 is to. Okay, motion is in order to resume regular session. It would be resolution 1603. That is 08-30-1603. Is there a sponsor? Mr. Tressett. Yeah, Mr. Enright. All in favor? All in favor? Resuming regular session.
Let's
Aye.
I'm very
Opposed?
threatened by that.
We're now back in regular session. There is a motion to approve resolution 0830-1604.
That resolution is amending the existing employment agreement between the Board of Oswego Authority and the Executive Director. We have a first and a second, there we go.
As to duration?
As to duration.
Yes, that's the duration of his contract. Is there a sponsor?
I'll make a motion.
Mrs. Tressiter,
Second.
Mr. Smith. Is there any further discussion? All in favor of this resolution?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved unanimously. Is there any other business to come before the body? Motion's in order to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Smith,
I always get to-
all in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Opposed? We stand adjourned.